Hashima Konshima. Oh wait, that's on my speaker again. Wait, shit. Konshima. Jiri Jiri, it's your king Shima. Hashima. Your king's back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I have post-concert depression now. I'm so sad. No, I'm not sad. Yesterday was so good. Oh. Man, Lucian's concert was so good. I think I'm just gonna talk about that for half an hour today. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? How was Hima yesterday? Did you guys? Hima said that she had a lot of fun cutting off your fingers. What's that about? do you guys still have your fingers intact? Hima was different from different than I thought. Oh really? But in a good way, right?
Taco Sapien paid their taxes.
Hima-chan was scary. Scary. Thank you, Taco Sapien. Oh, I need to... Hold on, I need to turn off notifications. Thank you, Taco Sapien Shima. Give me 2 seconds. I wish Coffee just had an option where it could read your message out loud. King Shima, did you see the picture at 3D Hima-chan uploaded? She's so cute. You're a lucky king. Please forgive my spelling mistakes. We lost our fingers yesterday. I'm surprised you can even type. You should use what's it called? Speech to text. Hima's cute, right? Sorry for the emergent break. That's her 3D PD cosplay as a human person, Lucian fan. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Honestly, you don't need to look at it if you don't want to. I might delete it later. I probably will delete it later. It's in spoilers, so you don't need to look at it if you don't want to. Don't like, you don't need to taint your eyes like that. Hello Shima, I'm Jada. It's nice to meet you. Hello Jade Shima, it's nice to meet you too. Yeah, you don't need your limbs? Oh, that's good. Yeah, you can donate more to her if you want. She really likes organs. She's really into collecting organs and limbs and, you know, selling them to the black market. That's how her side hustle. That's how it works. Oh yeah. Yesterday I went to the Lucian concert and it was so wow. Man, I'm so wow. I have so many feelings. Honestly, like from the very beginning when like Lucian's do you guys know Lucian, by the way? Some of you might not know Lucian. Lucian is a virtual liver from Nijisanji JP. Lucian cute, right? Lucian's so cute and so cool. They're the best. Lucian's the best. I love Lucian so much. But yeah, Lucian's very what's Nijisanji? Google it. Anyways, Ryushen. Lucian. They're really good at singing. Super good. And they're also really funny as well. But yeah, the best way to describe him is cute and cool. But anyways, yeah, I got there a bit late actually, because the place opens at 5 p.m. Doors open at 5 p.m. and you can enter at 6 p.m. But I got there like a bit past 5, and I was like hoping to, because like I'm so used to going to smaller venues where you can basically like arrive anytime and just buy goods because there's nobody there, and I was like, oh, it's like a VTuber, surely it won't be that popular. It was more popular than I expected. It was pretty packed. Like the venue wasn't super big, but there were at least, I would say there were at least 2,000 people there. Maybe, yeah, 2,500 maybe. I would say, yeah. And I'm bad at estimating numbers. I'm not quite sure, but I have a feeling it's at least 2,000. That is a low estimate. Did you get all the merch you wanted? Yes, I did. Nothing sold out aside from like the full set of gachas. But yeah, the goods are so cute, by the way. The goods are so well designed, so nice. And even the stuff that like fell from the ceiling. So you might have seen in the second photo that I posted, but there's like these little like Yushin notes, like Bank of Yushin notes. At first I didn't receive them because they fell from the ceiling, and I was like standing near the back because, you know, I'm 2 meters, I can see, I don't really need to stand up close. And plus, like, in my mind I was thinking, I was like, it's just like, I'm just gonna be watching the screen anyway, what's the difference in being up close? Well, there was kind of a difference. Okay, I was like, you know, it's all virtual anyway, I can see this, you know what the best resolution of this is, like on my home what do you call a monitor screen. But in reality, I was like, shit, I should have stood closer. The experience is different. It feels like there's a real person performing, okay? Yeah. And then because I was near the back, the notes and the stuff that fell from the ceiling, like the silver tape and stuff, didn't reach me. And so like as I was walking out, I was like trying to go near the front, closer to the front, like middle, so that I could maybe, you know, there might be some leftover ones on the ground or something. And it was really nice. There were like fans handing them out for people who like didn't get any. Like some fans like took like 10, and then they were like, please take some, please take some. And then I got some from them. And also at the end when we were leaving the doors, the staff members were also handing them out. So it was very, very sweet. Yeah, the fans were so sweet. Also, out of all the weeb concerts I've been so far, I can't talk. I've been to so far in Japan, these fans were like the best dressed and the most hygienic. Like the best looking, the best dressed, and the most hygienic fans that I've seen out of all the weeb related concerts or like Seiyu type concerts. Honestly. Like, they looked the most like normies, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, they weren't... And most of them were pretty young as well. And also, it was, like, such a perfect split of boys to girls. It was, like, a 50-50 split. Because Dushin was like, oh, I'll take a survey. Like, shout out if you're a girl. Shout out if you're a boy. And it was, like, 50-50 split. Yeah. Yushin community build different. They shower. Yeah, it's, like, it makes such a difference, especially when you're in a crowded venue where it's like it's pretty hot and everyone's close together, because I wasn't standing. Yeah, but nobody smelled. It was pretty good. I was such a surprise. I was so like, what do you call it? I was expecting it to smell kind of bad. I was like, you know what? It's probably, you know, typical otaku type people. No, they were so well adjusted to society. But that made me think. I was like, wow, the chat really reflects the streamer. For real, for real. For real. Yeah, as expected of Dushin. Sasuga. And then, yeah, also I wasn't expecting such a perfect split of boys and girls. I didn't realize that, I would have expected Dushin to be more popular with girls. But I guess it is 50-50. And then, what was I saying? What was I talking about again? Yeah, I got there kind of late, and so I was hoping to buy merch before I went in, but I got there, and then the merch place was like closed. But thankfully, I bought a light stick from Daiso beforehand, because I was like, I'm not sure if I want to buy the light stick, so I'm going to bring it back up just in case. Which is good, because then I ended up using that one. Also, I had another light stick at home as well, like a one without a logo or anything. And I was going to bring that one, but I forgot it at home. Because I had another appointment beforehand. Yeah. Yeah, also, just to describe that day beforehand, Hima went to get her lashes done, and then we bought like a little plate from a store on our way to Shibuya, and then I went to Shibuya because I wanted to, what was it? I wanted to go to the Nintendo store, because there's this one, okay, this is like a bit of a tangent, but there was this one Animal Crossing rug that I've been meaning to buy for the past month. But the thing is, yeah, Hima went with you. Why else would there be a photo of 3D PD Hima? But yeah, there was like this, what do you call it? There's this rug from Animal Crossing. That's the exact same one as the one in game in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's like the botanical rug. And basically, I went there a month ago, the Nintendo store in Tokyo. I went there a month ago and I saw it in stock and I was like, oh, that's a rather nice rug. I want to buy it. It was kind of big and there were around like 3 or 4 left in stock. So I was like, it's okay. I'll just go to, because that was the same day I went to a Chainsaw Man exhibition. So I went to a Chainsaw Man exhibition. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to the exhibition for like 2 hours and come back and then I'll just buy it then. What a mistake that was. I went for 2 hours, came back and it was gone. I was like, how does it sell out in the span of 2 hours? You had 4 left in stock. Anyways, I was really bitter. I asked the store person. They were like, oh, no, sorry, we don't have any more in stock. And I was like, oh, that's fine. That's okay. And then I went back like 3 more times throughout the course of the past month or so. It hasn't been restocked since. It's basically gone now. You can't even order online in the online store anymore. And then you can only find like resellers on eBay selling it for more than double the cost. It's like, I don't want to spend that money, but I might have to at this rate. But it's like, it's already overpriced to begin with. It's already like 5,170 yen for a very small rug. And they're selling it on eBay for like 12,000, but they're not even selling it in like domestic Japanese auction websites like Mercari. I couldn't find it on Mercari. Maybe I need to look somewhere else. But yeah, anyways, I was just really bitter because I've been thinking about it for the past month. I didn't even want it that bad. It was because I saw it when I went to the store that day and because I was so intent on buying it. And I was like, no, it's okay, there's like more chances. But no, that chance isn't coming anymore. So I'm really sad. You know what? I believe in just going for it when you get the chance to. Which reminds me, there was a pair of Americans standing in front of me at the maybe they could have been Canadians. I can't tell the difference between accents. Either way, North Americans standing in front of me at the Liu Xian concert. And I was like, oh my gosh, English speaking fans. And I really wanted to talk to them, or at least like say hi before when what do you call it, while we were leaving the venue. But I kind of missed my timing, and then I never saw them again, which makes me kind of sad because I was like, I just want to say hi. I just want to be like, hey, it's another English speaking fan. Hello, nice to meet you. Because I don't have many what do you call it, like YouTube weeb, I don't know, Niji-sanji fan friends in Japan. Yeah, like I have a few, but it's always nice to meet more people because there weren't many English speakers there. There were like 2 that appeared on the pre-concert program with Anju, and then I also saw like 2 other girls while standing in line to get in. But either way, it was just like it would have been nice to make at least one friend. But yeah, anyways, that was another regret from the concert. But anyways, the concert itself was really, it was so good. Oh, it's so good. So basically we went in based on number order of the ticket that we bought, but I bought it pretty late because I'm not in the fan club, and then I kind of forgot about it. And so my number was like way in the back. And I didn't really think about pushing forwards because that was a bit awkward. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes I'm not sure how it works, but you can see a bit better if you stand in the back. And plus, I was like, it's all virtual anyways. I can just watch the archive when I get home anyways. What's the difference? And then I realized it was a solid difference. Because it feels really real, and especially the people at the front, they would always be like screaming stuff like, Nushin, I love you! Nushin, you're the best, you're the cutest! And then Nushin would respond back. So it's like, Nushin can hear better from the front if you're standing in the front. And you can see Nushin's model up close. Damn it! Siksha! That could have been me, that should have been me. I was like, I can just see from the screen anyway. What's the difference? Because there's like, the screen at the bottom is a 3D model in full. And the screen at the top is like, at the typical, the fan club gets advanced tickets? Yes, they do. Kingshima concert win. For real, win. For real. That's my new goal now. But the screen at the top was like a close-up version, and the screen at the bottom was the full 3D model, right? And then the screen at the top, it felt like a real concert because it was like half a second delayed, and then the screen at the bottom was like shown in real time. And it was really cool because they had a live human concert band, not a concert band, live 3D band, like drums, guitar, and everything, and backup dancers. And then Yushin would just be like in the back on the screen, in 3D. But it felt really realistic. It was really cool. And they used AR as well. So like in the shots from behind where you can see the audience, like the back of Yushin plus the audience were like the actual people there. Yeah, it's so cool. Technology. Yeah, it was just like, wow. I was just wondering, like, I was thinking about how it was set up. I was like, so Yushin's probably like standing behind, and they can probably see the audience through some kind of screen or like camera and something. But it was just like, oh, technology, it's so cool. It was very immersive. It was probably like honestly the best concert that I've been to in a while. I haven't had post-concert depression in like many years, and I've been to a lot of lives and performances. But the atmosphere was just really good. I think maybe it was the fan interaction. Cause like from the beginning was like everyone heard Yushin's voice and everyone was like screaming. And then Yushin appears on screen and everyone like loses their shit. And then the way that, I don't know, the amount of passion, because you're allowed to let out your voice. Maybe it's just the difference between like letting out your voice and not being able to, and also standing. Standing makes a difference, I think. If you're sitting, you kind of like, what do you call it? I guess because the previous concerts I've been to haven't been, one was Shimano Hiro's concert, and then Maya's fan meeting. That's not quite the same. Fan meetings are a bit different. But because it was like a live concert, and from the get-go, everyone was just like so like, the tension was like, and then Yushin was like reading out like all the instructions and what do you call it, the rules and guidelines and stuff. And then they were like, oh, because this is like a concert where you can let out your voice, like let out your scream. And then everyone was like screaming really hard. And then they were like, oh wait, it says not too hard. Not exceedingly loud. And then everyone was like, and yeah, the live performance, it's just so amazing how they're able to sing so well live. Maybe it's because I've been to mostly Seiyu concerts before, but Yushin's just on a different level. Honestly, they're so good, and they're dancing at the same time. Like, it's obviously live singing, and they're really dancing at the same time. But it's just like, well, how are you so stable? The amount of songs in that set list, it was quite a lot. The set list is up on Yushin's Twitter, I think. And it was also all the songs that I like. So I was like so excited. And then Yushin has a new outfit as well. Like the concert outfit, it's so cute. Kawachi. Kawaii. It's so cute. Oh my god. I can die happy. It's so cute, and the way Yushin was posing and stuff. They were like, is this cute? Is this cute? And the way like they were teasing the audience was just so good. Yushin fans ate good for real. That was a full like 5-course meal. 7-course dinner. But Yushin would be like but people would be shouting out stuff like Yushin arigato, and then Yushin would be like arigato, and then they'd be like, Yushin, you're so cute, and Yushin would be like, thank you. Yushin, you're so cool. And Yushin would be like, thank you. And then like they'd keep on interacting like that, or just be like a few individual fans, and then Yushin would keep on replying back, and then Yushin was like, people who think I'm cute, and people like, people who think I'm cool, and then Yushin's like, you guys just like put your hands up twice, and what was it? There was something else, but Yushin's just really good at teasing. What was it? I'm trying to think. What was it? I can't remember anymore. なんだっけ? I don't know. I think Nushin did something cute, did a cute pose or something, and then Nushin was like, "Man, otaku was so easy. Otaku was choroi ne." Come on! I'm talking about. Oh, it's been like 25 minutes, but I'm still talking about the Nushin concert. Anyways, the songs were so fucking good. The set list was so good. Nushin did, what was it? the what do you call it? Urusei Yatsura. Is it the second opening? It's by the same people that sang the opening. So my song de Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous. Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous. That was so fucking cute. The dance was so cute. And they also did ID Smile. And also there's another song that I'm now kind of obsessed with. Like Nushin did all of their original songs, and then also at the very end showed off their new song for what's it called? The Sendai soccer team. And Torikorojo. Tricolore. Tricolore. That's my new favorite song now. It's so good. And what else? It's just such a, it was the experience. I'm so, like, from the very beginning, from the very first song, I was already like, The merch looks clean. Really like the art on the bag. Yeah, there's actually a standee as well, but I didn't buy it. But there's like a standee, like, with the art on it as well. And the only thing I didn't buy was the standee and also the full gacha set and the towel. Those and the t-shirt. I didn't buy those, but I'd already spent enough money. The light stick was actually pretty expensive. It was like 3,000 yen, and it's like funny because I didn't even use it during the concert. I bought it afterwards. But yeah, setlist was really good. The audience interaction was really good. And I don't know, cause the way that Nushin talks is very genuine. I think they tend to like downplay themselves, so they tend to be like slightly a bit negative, but it just makes it cuter. It was just so good. I'm so happy. Like from the very first song, I was already like, tears were already welling up in my eyes. I got really emotional for no reason. I don't know why I got so emotional. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really seeing a VTuber sing at a VTuber concert in real life with people. But I don't know. Will I be able to reach that kind of level one day? I don't know. I don't know. That's my new goal for now. I don't think I'll ever reach it, but that's my new goal for now. I hope that me, or at least one of my friends, will be able to reach that kind of level one day, where we're performing in front of like a big audience in real life. There's just something different about it, being able to see the audience. Shima getting inspired. For real. I could feel all my, what do you call it? Passion? What do you call it? Motivation? Bro, you're singing voice hard. No, it's so shit, especially compared to new shit. I'm going to practice more. But for real, it was so, what do you call it? Your voice is beautiful. Thank you, Helen. Yours too. It was just really inspiring. It was so, I was like, one day, I want to stand on that stage as well. One day I'll get there. I don't know. It just made me think about my past auditions and stuff and experiences. I was like, this could have been me in an alternative universe. This could have been me in a few years in a alternative universe. But, you know, I'll get there someday. It's not impossible. Yeah, it got me really emo. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll work harder from now on. Nothing is impossible. But yeah, it gave me a lot of motivation. Because like thinking about how Nushin was part of the Seeds wave. So Nushin didn't have any prior streaming experience. Joined Nijisanji, and then it's been 5 years since then, and now they've had a solo concert, and they're even having a major label debut with Universal Music, which is really, really cool. But it was just like, what do you call it? Hard work. Going from, I don't know, grinding it out for so long and then finally seeing the fruits of your labor. I think that's really, really touching. King Shima concert for real, for real. I'm not even good at singing. I just want to be in front of a live audience. Shima will make it in this universe. Hopefully. Maybe one day. Who knows? Yeah. Anyways, what else was in the concert? Oh, also, I didn't manage to receive like a silver tape, which is like the tape that this is a Japanese concert thing. Not sure if this happens overseas. Actually, I don't think so. But at the very end, they always shoot out silver tape, which looks like confetti, but it's like, if you look close at the tape, it usually has like the logo on it and like a message from the artist and stuff like that. And I didn't get one because I was like way in the back. But then people were like handing them out and like giving them to others at the venue. I missed out on that as well. But online, there was someone on Twitter who was like, oh, I'm like giving out, I picked up too many of the silver tape. If anyone wants one, just like message me and I can like send it to you. And I messaged them and they were like, okay, well, I'll send it to you. And it was just like, oh, I'm so touched. People on the internet are so nice. Honestly, Newshin's fans are so nice. They're so friendly and nice. The vibe is just really nice. Rooting for you. Thank you. Believe in the bird. Believe in your king. We'll get there. But I hope you guys will be able to stick around with me for a really long time. And I'll be really happy to see you for a really long time. Please be part of Shima Kingdom. Don't leave. You're not allowed to immigrate out. Once you've immigrated in, you can't immigrate out anymore. You're stuck here for life. Yeah. But what else is there to talk about? Guess that's about it. Let's play the game, shall we? It was just so good. I love Newshin. I love Newshin. I have way too many people that I like. I have way too many Oshis. This is really bad for my wallet. I don't know how I'm surviving. This is a very big financial mistake that I'm making right now, but it's already too late. Yeah, I really hope that Newshin can have a bigger concert next time. Because I think, yeah, for this time there was only one show. And it was at Zip Yokohama. Oh, but I think for the next few days, it's gonna be different members of Nijisanji. I think today it's Vowels. I don't know how to pronounce it. Vowels, and then there's one day of Hoshikawa Sara. And then on the final day, I think it's Toya. I think. Yeah, I'm really happy though. We would survive longer without organs intact. I'm not sure about that. There might be health benefits to removing organs. Glad to see Shima so happy. Thank you. I am very, very happy. Also, I've just realized that in the chat box you can see there's like a heart there. I think it's part of like the heart button in the chat, but for some reason it's appearing in this chat as well. Hey yo, Richard likes spies. Shima. Okay, let's start playing the game, shall we? Sorry, this was meant to be an Ace Attorney stream, but it turned into a Zatsudan. Maybe we should have more of a Zatsudan next time. I feel like I could just talk about my interests for 4 hours. Okay, let's continue on with the game, shall we? Oh, it's playing from the speaker. I need to restart it. Man, I want to go to another VTuber concert. It really hits different. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a VTuber myself now. Zatsu then game is a good combo. Really? Okay, I'm glad. Ace Attorney. Oh, which concert was it? It was Ryushin from Nijisanji's concert. Also, Lucian's song, there's one that's called Itsurai. I'm fucking obsessed with it. It's so good. and what's another good one? For people who haven't heard Lucian singing before, I would recommend Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous. Any of their karaoke streams, and also Vampire's a good one as well. I love upbeat songs. Okay, it's time to game. Maybe not. You can't see anything. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's go. Yes. Is the volume okay, by the way? This should be fine, right? Okay. Well, what were we doing again? Examine. For people who didn't watch the last stream, I've been framed for murder again. This time for the killing of my best friend, homie, roommate, Kazuma, the love of my life, my boyfriend. Truffle catching mice. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. A lump of chalk! Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese. Do mice actually like cheese that much? I have a question. I feel like mice eat anything in the first place, so why is it cheese? I wonder what that tastes like. Ifs in the chat for Kazuma. Alright, our beloved Kazuma, and we need to figure out who killed Kazuma, of course. The heart's Jama? Can't see. You can't eat it. Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Really, but... I suppose you're right. You don't need fingers. What are you talking about? You weren't actually gonna try it, were you? All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. Oh my gosh, that's so sad! Kazuma! You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Oh my gosh, Kazuma's been neglecting you. Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. Oh, that's rather sweet. I thought she was gonna be like, starve, murderer. It is sweet, but the taste is savory. Have you had a cheeseburger or pizza? Is that meant to be a joke? Anyways, well, what do you think this is? It has a very pleasing shape, isn't it? It's a very pleasing shape. It's a circle. That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Brings the vessel to a complete stop in the ocean. What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation. I wish everything would just stop. The ship included. Same. If I was locked in a wardrobe, I need a big meal afterwards. How do I get rid of his heart? If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. Okay. Sorry. If I were to die, I'd try to not trouble anyone. I will just go to jail on my own. I'll get life imprisonment on my own. I'll get the death penalty by myself. This looks like a plan on the SS Buria. It shows each deck too. The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple skin hull. What a marvel of engineering. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how is that such a large lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? To be honest, I have the same questions whenever I ride a plane. It's like, how are we flying? Oh, that's really simple, Naruhodo-san. It is? Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan? Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than the ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. Oh, I have a question. Are islands just floating? I thought islands were connected to the ground. Wait, are islands just floating? This is a serious question, by the way. Island's not connected to the ground, like to the like the core of the earth. Is it like floating? No way. How do I not float away then? Really? Is she right? Are you sure? I need to Google this. Actually. Well, I suppose so. Huh? Is this common sense? Is this common knowledge? If you load one side too heavily, they flip over. This isn't Club Penguin. That book on top of the table there is really huge. There's a pen with it as well. Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log. Ah, should we have a little look through it? It's because the entire island is not crumbled up like a little bread ball. Instead, it's heavy. Oh, the writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about... I think we already read this one before. Give me a second. Are islands floating? Floating or connected? Am I on an island float? Does the land underneath an island go all the way down? Floating mess on the sea makes... Yeah, no, it's connected to the ground. I was so right. Yeah. Yeah, they connect to the ground. Islands do not float. Yeah, she's stupid. She's wrong. You guys are all stupid. You know what? It's connected all the way to the core of the earth, okay? Don't be dumb. Yeah, I can't believe Susato bamboozled us. You can't just believe in game characters. Wait, my BGM's still playing in the background. Hold on. You can't just believe video games. This is why the youth nowadays have, you know, you guys have low IQ. Unlike someone like me with 500 IQ. Hehe. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Okay. That's the way to the second class area of the ship. Huh, that's where the plebs are. I don't want to go there. Is something wrong? My face when I spread misinformation. Lol. It's just a picture of Susato. I was thinking about making a run for it just for a moment. Hehe. I was just thinking of jumping into the ocean. Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman will surely shoot you dead. You have a point. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. Ah, this is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. I think I already clicked this one, right? Speckled band. There must be a snake inside here. Knock, knock. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help us with our inquiries. How annoying. Ah! What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Oh, high-pitched. Ah! Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. I'm about to break the door down. Where did you come from? I can imagine Sholmes being voiced by Miyano Mamoru because he's kind of annoying. Mr. Sholmes? I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't. Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. He's an idiot. 9th January, SS Buria, first class cabin number 2. This guy? He's obviously the murderer. A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. He looks exactly like the murderer in that newspaper article. Maybe, what do you call it? Detective guy was correct all along. We heard a woman scream. Woman? Don't be absurd. Why do you have scissors? Put them down. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. I still can't do a Russian accent. And I don't want to be racist. True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimesby Roylott, I believe. He looks more Russian than anything else. Yes, that's me, and you are. I am the one and only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. He looks sus, but we shouldn't think of things at face value. I think he's sus, though. I think he's the murderer. I'm a great detective amongst great detectives, one who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. He's an influencer, so I assure you, you may trust me completely. The man uses that magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So might I be so bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me. Oh my, did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, the case just shook. Leave now, otherwise I'll call the steward. I'm gonna call the cops on you, that's what I'm gonna do. So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimesby Roylott. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. Yeah, human body inside that suitcase, that's what. I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find the clues before that burly sailor returns. Let's examine the suitcase here. What do you think you're doing? Ah! This is my cabin, get out! Could we just have a quick look inside your traveling case, perhaps? No, because there's a human inside it. What is he doing inside the closet? Oh, what a pity. I think we're out of luck. Starting to think Sholmes is the murderer just because it'd be a twist. Mr. Sholmes is too stupid for that. He cares too much about fame. Unless he's been murdering his people, like what if he's been like plotting the murders by himself and solving them by himself? So that he can get, you know, what do you call it? What's it called? Clout. For clout. Could be an intricate disguise like that Russian waitress in Apollo Justice. It could be, actually. Technically could be. I think you're right. There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do. I agree, but there might be someone else who can help. Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott. Detective-san! Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You need only address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Oh, wait. The books are toppled over, so I must have... What do you call it? I feel like someone pressed the emergency alarm and then the ship came to a halt and that's why the books toppled over. That is my theory for now. Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in here? Why, I was resting, of course. Pure elementary, my Watson. Resting? Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call for my great powers of detection into service. He's so cringe, I hate him. Oh! And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Just say you wanted to rest. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. You might be right, King Timon. Both shafts were indeed knocked off during a boat stop. Perhaps. Observe closely. He's carrying scissors. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding in secret? Why? The truth, of course. What are you saying? What are you saying? Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. This guy's stupid. This guy has low IQ. I hate him. Don't get in my way. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. What is he gonna do now? Well then, what you're about to see may well astound you. She would look good in a detective hat. That would be such a good outfit. Man, I want a detective outfit. Detective Shima. Dun 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 ba 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 ba. For I am about to apply my. I wish I could sing and talk at the same time. For I am about to apply my great detectives greatly in my great deduction to the case. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Dun 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 dun. Could this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of this dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness or Russian on account of his dubiousness? That's racist. So if he's Russian, he's shady, huh? He's sus because he's Russian? Is that what you're trying to say? I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you or anyone. That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh! I must have complete silence. Sholmes has no breaks, for real. Russians are red and red is Sasuga Sholmes. Russians are not red though, he's like wearing blue. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? I mean, the fact that he's holding scissors really doesn't help. Yeah. Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I've quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I've reached two incontrovertible conclusions. What are these words? What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you're about to end existence of something most dear. Why is he holding them in the first place? Is he a hairdresser? Are you not? A bro is wearing sunglasses inside. You get told off in school for that. For wearing hats and sunglasses indoors. He's innocent. His cool hat won't let him be the villain. I don't know, he still looks shady. What if he actually looks really cute underneath his glasses? Like really like, what do you, not in that kind of cute, but like, Hanai Natsuki kind of cute. Like, oh, innocent. Number two, the other conclusion I've drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beautiful eyes. Imagine he looks like Gojo. Oops, I missed it. Believe that your mouth quivers from nervous tension as you realize you've been discovered. You're just making shit up. Does it not? Ah. Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction. Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. She's a fangirl. A single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? What an ineffable twaddle. What is that? Did a British person translate this? Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. Well, I'm gonna eat as I play. I'm hungry and I want your call. Be right back. Bam bam ba 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 ba. You guys know what this is, right? It's the Detective Conan theme song. You know, there's a different version for every single movie. You can find them all on Spotify, I think. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's continue on as I drink and eat. This is like a dream come true. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylot's face. Why is he actually falling for this? It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. He's the guy in the newspaper, I bet. How could you? How could I possibly know such things, you wish to say? I saw you in the newspaper. Very well then, I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So, do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery? Let us board the train of reasoning. He's so obnoxious. Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. That's very nincompoop of him. The great deduction. The game is afoot. Oh, I do like this transition though. It's very cool. Topic 1. Old man's identity. Oh, this is really cool. So the dubious looking Russian, Mr. Roylott. Obviously what catches the eye in the first place. Wait, let him cook. These parts are fun. He is cooking. He is actually serving. This enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Now moving on. Huh? Oh, you're gonna cut his beard? The question then begs is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper. In particular, the fascinating front page article. Oh my gosh, it's actually the guy. Damn, Sherlock Holmes is actually cooking. A beard that big is a lifestyle, for real. Which it would imagine if I had a beard. What if I had a beard? Do you think a beard would suit me? Like a mustache and a beard? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott. Oh shit! I'm sure it needs no further clarification. You're the war criminal. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Is that him? Why does he look so different? Why does he look so much more... Why is his face so much longer here? In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain, Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Oh, wait, did I turn off No, I didn't turn off the background music. Why is there no background music? As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard, copium. Having noted the article yourself, you decide to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, oh shit. Your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Villain Bolshevik. His name is literally Villain. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. I'm too famous and busy for that. Oh my god. You know how Hema cut up some daikon yesterday and put it in the fridge? I was planning to eat that, but there's like ice covering it now. I don't even put it in the freezer portion, but it was like kind of close to the freezer portion. And now it's like iced. I don't think I can eat this. Now, as for my second conclusion. Rest in peace, daikon. You are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of the crime over there. Oh yes, Mr. Royler. Why don't we get this kind of cool transition when we're making our deductions? Why does this guy get all the cool stuff? Taken unawares, people have the propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. Why is he kind of onto something? The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. Blia. What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps, one slight enough to fit therein, or a child. Don't be absurd. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coup d'oeil betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. I think I'm making him sound a bit more dumb than he would. He probably doesn't sound this stupid. I feel like he probably sounds more like, oh, I don't know, like a very smooth sounding British person. Yes, the reason you refuse, but I can't do any other British accent in this. The reason you refuse to open your travelling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another most stimulating article. If we turn, I feel like I'm lost. I feel like you have low IQ. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. She's pretty. Renowned prime ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. New Zealand invented Pavlova, by the way, not Australia. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Damn, he just keeps talking. Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma. Eleminsky. What does Eleminsky mean? That's a load of ineffable twaddle, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, it is very... It is indeed ineffable twaddle. That's bonkers. Susato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. That was a lot of, assumptions. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes, could you come over here a minute? Stop flicking your cap, I hate it. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all, go on. Well, to start with, this is a newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Oh, yes, I recall our discussion earlier, and at the time I believe I told you. I'm face blind. That the man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance. That's a reach. That's called a reach. Flip your cap back at him. Lol. I wish I could flip my cap. In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do. That's not the point. At least they're both Russian. And another thing, the part of him abducting the ballerina. Oh, wait, why am I Russian? Why am I British? Indeed, a truly startling revelation. Sometimes I can't catch the name in time. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a small woman, but this is a ballerina. Not just at first glance, it's way too small. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard. It would be funny if it wasn't a person, but like an animal, like a cat or something. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I don't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain liveness in their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sour bunch, haha. It would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, this whole thing is turning into a circus. Okay, Mr. Sholmes did not serve. He served us nothing. He served us plain water. Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly. Where? It's just where he directs his attention and logic that seems a little off. Your idea of a little might be a little off itself, Mr. Sasato. Ah ha 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 ha, I'm so funny. It's just one or two keywords in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Oh, so we have to correct the stupid ass. Switch some keywords in his deductions. Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction. Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times I wonder how anyone puts up with me. Ha 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 ha! It's not that funny. Oh, and you, my good fellow. Sorry. Take a moment to look at your wrists. My wrists? I've been freed. Since when? Where are your handcuffs? Oh, how did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. This is the true superpower. This is... His strength's not lie in deduction, but at, what do you call it? Sneakily taking things off people. He's a pickpocket. That's what he is. I don't believe it. Mr. Sholmes, you're a marvel. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. No, it's okay. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh, so I have to fix him. Incarceration. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Old man's identity. A revolutionary on the run. So, the dubious looking Russian, Mr. Royler. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place? How am I supposed to correct him? Yeah, that's right. So basically, did I use evidence to, you were on the verge of using the shears to cut away. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. Doesn't quite sit right with me though. Doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Royler either. Which means I suppose that the deduction is wrong. Let's try the switch a key here. Keyword here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps. Matters. Alright, but how? I think we should start by taking a long hard look at Mr. Royler. I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on. Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Strom's deduction better, then what? Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san. Nobody here wants to help me. Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Huh? Do I have to look around? Oh, his clothes? What was he trying? His nose? His hat? How would I know what he was trying to cut? Wakaranwa! Oh, wait, there's more. Okay, we can look around the room. How would I know what he was trying to cut? We should have looked around the room more before we talked to Mr. Guy. He has a plate on the floor as well. I know what's in there! There's a snake inside there. There's a snake inside that box. Yeah, there's a snake inside that box, and it's this poisonous snake. It's the poisonous snake that killed my boyfriend. Golden locks. He has golden hair. Oh, he has golden hair from the... What's this? It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks. Oh, maybe he's in disguise. Maybe he's a 15-year-old ballerina. Maybe he's the ballerina. Oh my gosh, what if he's actually the ballerina in disguise, and the ballerina has a pet snake that she used to kill my best friend? No, the color is not important. The point is, what's it doing on the back of Mr. Roylott's head? How's it growing out from underneath his thick black hair? Well, yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising. Shit! It's a woman! Something's definitely not right here. The cat. I would say it's the golden locks. Wait, can I not choose it? How do I choose it? Yeah, I feel like I present you golden locks. Kakuyo! Kakuyo, I'm so fucking cool! I'm so cool! I can hear Shimono Hiro's voice as well. Kakuyo! Ore kakuyo! You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. I'm so fucking cool! Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. Cheryl's tuning is rubbing off on you. Shush. It's so fucking cool. What is that pose? Oh, I'm so cool. Fuck. You're not a man at all. You're a woman. Let's move on. And judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one still very much in her youth. Oh no! I'm a woman. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals her true identity. It's the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. Now, no idea that old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? To be fair, there are lots of men with long hair, with very, very long and luscious hair. But I guess it might be, back in the day, maybe not many men had their hair grown out. But you never know, there's also like men with long hair and long blonde hair. I don't think it's fair to say that they must be a woman. What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room. Did you see the face of Mr. Shrubs? He wanted attention this whole time. I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. Baka. It's not like I enjoy having been in the center of attention or anything. This is strictly business. Yes, I understand. Say no more. Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Shrub's seduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now. No, that's true, given that Mr. Warlord is actually a woman. Exactly, he, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a whole different direction now. Yes, let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Have we? Alright, I'll do my best. Ganbarimashou. Ganbarimashou. Or job. Just in case, but I'm pretty sure it's not in the diary. It's there. It's this lady. That is the ballerina. See, I was right all along. This is interesting. Have we found something relevant, Naruhodo-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. Can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I, but look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? We just talked about it last deduction. So it's the ballerina. She's very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you like enjoy articles like this too. I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. But isn't it? I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. Possibly everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai during a performance. Oh, it's a Novovich ballerina troupe. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. My Russian name's so hard to remember. It would appear the woman is in costume when she was young. Oh, in costume! Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. She's a stealer. Well, how much is 20,000 rubles? That's probably like 50 Shima dollars. I have no idea. But I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money. Do Russians use rubles? What currency do Russians use? Susato-sans are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It would seem like the director is beside herself with worry. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance at all ports for sailing to Great Britain. Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be the Russian thing to do. I'm not even gonna dignify that over a response, Mr. Naruto. Okay. Ha 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 ha. いいね、いいね。これだ! Oh, I do like the breaking glass. It reminds me of Danganronpa. Evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right, you've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear we're finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novovich Ballet's prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Oh, that's dangerous. It's a bit dangerous. Oh. Oh. Oh, she was beautiful. You're innocent. You're innocent. You're innocent. She does have gorgeous eyes. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. I guess maybe she was surprised by the snake. That's why she screamed. But the snake doesn't belong to her. Maybe. Why does her hair have a hook? Does it have a hook? Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, this eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Here's that traveling case. This woman is the ballerina and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well. I wonder, I want to know what Herlock Sholmes would say. I want to know what he says next. No, that's right. It seems like she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? Oh, I know what it is. She's hidden the crown inside, probably. But then there's a snake inside as well, so that's why she screamed. I'm such a genius. I'm so good at this. Man, I basically wrote this game. Now that he knows this is a girl, Sholmes more motivated to go through the luggage. LOL? What do you mean? Sasuga 500 IQ King. Yeah. 500 IQ has now leveled up to 600 IQ. I see. I'm going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again. Yada yada does it. Yada yada. You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around live with Mr. Holmes? Stop it. Anyways, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, she was trying to put the tiara in the box, in the thing. Wow, look at this dazzling. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it on. What, me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? You know, you need modern thinking. Boys can wear tiaras too. Wouldn't you like to try it on? Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful. Why does this tiara look familiar? It's the one from the news article. She was trying to put it in the traveling case, but then there was a snake inside the case. That's why she screamed. I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. And then She put on someone's clothes. Probably the director of the Valerich Ballet something. But where is he? I don't know where he's gone though. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Oh, me princess, now when did you last? Oh, he would look lovely with tiara kingship. I'd look lovely with anything. Hello, what did you say? The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. Ah! I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in a Novovich ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, they wear such expensive jewelry on stage. The crime you've committed is theft. Oh no. Oh wait, that was me. Yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully, taking their precious tiara with you. Ah! She's so cute. Oh my gosh. No, you're innocent. She's so pretty. What the hell? I'm no one. No family. No friends. I'm all alone. And I need money. Take my money. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You can give the tiara back. I'll just give you money instead. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Oh, she's just 15. Never mind. I shall not touch a 15-year-old. Alright, I'll tell you everything. There's no point to hiding it now. It's International Waters King, no crimes here. Oh my god. International Waters. I don't think it works like that. If you commit a crime on international waters, what happens? I guess it's the nearest jurisdiction, right? Something like that. I don't remember. I think I learned it in law school. I don't remember anymore. But stepbrothers told me so. How many stepbrothers do you have? What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? Well, what do you mean? You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I've ever laid eyes on them. Oh, there's a movie called Step Brothers. Dear me, you're not well suited to the life of crime, are we? You're careless, couped d'oil. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written on the books on the shelf. Or maybe it was like a snake that tipped the books over. He's completely changed tack with his deduction now. I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all of this? It's just a wild guess, surely. Oh, do you think so? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her. Yes, that's true, but still, Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. And there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn. I agree, that's the only answer. Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. 何があるかな? Books on the shelf. Small picture. Are these the only things I can look at? Can I not? Oh, okay. These are the only things. Let's have a look at the small picture then. This is a charming little picture, isn't it? What is it? Someone climbing a steep mountainside? Or descending one, it seems to me. When you've been on the flat sea for a while. I want to know where that vent is. You know the vent that was... the vent that connects to Kazuma's room. And you've been on the flat sea for a while. Maybe you start seeing hills and mountains and everything. Okay. Rules of passage. Rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. I'm gonna eat a piece of the less frozen daikon. Definitely some lotion on cabin too. What happens if you break the rule? I've actually been serving time for weeks now, have I? Let's see the books on the shelf then. It looks like these are all the same books that we have in our cabin. Suppose the steward likes to make sure passengers are planning to read for the long voyage. Have you noticed how all the books have fallen over just like in Kazuma-san's cabin? It's almost like someone's taking a sweep at them. Maybe Miss Pavlova, was she practicing her ballet? Anyways, the point is we don't have time to look through all these books at the moment. Couldn't even if we wanted to. They're all in Russian. That's a relief. Let's try our luck elsewhere. Can I not look anywhere else? Can I not look anywhere else? Oh, kore. That's the part that leads to the next cabin, right? Oh, but I can't. I guess it's not center enough. I guess it's not relevant enough here. Cabin door. It's a metal door, the same as in Kazuma's cabin. Yes, and the rubber symbol is the same as well. All of my Pavlovas are actually glancing over the door instead of a bookcase. That would suggest the desire to run away from this cabin. Maybe. And I'm not sure, which one is it? The cursor made me think that you were in the game. Yeah, I am in the game. I'm inside the game. Oh, which one is it? Which one do you think it is? Guys, I'm actually not sure. Shima's, which one is it? Oh, none of them seem quite right. Small picture. Books on the shelf. Rules of passage or cabin door. For me, I think rules of passage. どっちだろう? I think it's rules, maybe. Yeah, if we go with the deduction that there's a snake inside, maybe it's the rules. Let's go with rules. I will bet on this one because I think there is a snake inside. It's a bit of a reach, but because pets aren't allowed. Ah! Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Let's go! Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Ah! さすが私。さすが俺最強だね。Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous items would move of its own accord. Bet you $10 showings or not. What? I can't read. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova, inside your traveling case. You got they're besties now. That's so cute. Kawaii. That was so cute. Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage a pet? Ah. Wrongdoing. Possession of a prohibited animal. Solved. So deduction complete. Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. Kakui. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were. No, I'm not Gramsci Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. She sounds like Nikocado Avocado. Everything you said was correct. You guys, those the hand emojis in the chat, that's so funny. You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which couldn't have been easy. The Beria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could you really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. Bro, you could have just, if it was a wig, she could have just used a wig cap and just like put her hair underneath. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Oh, maybe she was just planning to cut it before. Right before they went in. Yet to a woman, that hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. Oh, that's a bit misogynistic. Are you saying all women should have long hair? She's so cute, right? But she's 15. She's cute. She's my daughter. Is she cute enough to forgive her for killing Kazuma? Maybe. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why none other than this young lady, naturally. Veritable tinkling of a bell. Oh my god. More like a full set of pipes if you ask me. I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself so no one would, oh, she's so cute, would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man, I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut off all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and... At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Why'd you unlock it? Things happen like that sometimes, don't they? You forget to lock the door sometimes. Things do indeed happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing? There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside of your traveling case? You're alright, it's my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say it to any of the crew. Your secret is safe with us, I assure you, but in return... Why does she scream? You must tell us in as much detail as you can muster about the events of last night. Yes, alright, I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something, Mr. Strom's great deduction? It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what, but it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. Rinosuke, I enjoyed it. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. Oh, yes, what? Observe your wrists. They're back on! Why? Nande. Oh, your hands are cuffed again. It's cuffing season. What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. I didn't need them. You really didn't need to. It's okay, Mr. Showroom. Screw why and when and why. There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say. It can't be helped at the moment. Shoganai na. Can't it really? Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was. Okay. Should we do this now or should we wait until next time? Okay, we'll do this now and we'll probably end this game here because I am out of time. I talked too long about Lucion's concert. I'm sorry. What happened last night? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. He was more than just a friend to me. Oh, that's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a... No leading questions. You're not allowed to ask leading questions. Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking. Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps a steam engine exploded. What are you saying? You're just making shit up now. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I hate this so much and I can't stop laughing. What are you laughing at? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done, whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. You've run all over a ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes, I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I'll never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they have all been very kind to me. Russian ballet is so amazing. Russian ballet and figure skating. But the kids are way too young. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin. That is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova. It creates a most intriguing conundrum. Conundrum! Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yes. Of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum? I'm not sure, but Yeah, what conundrum? Conundrum. Did you guys ever play Lenny Conundrum in Neopets? Miss Pavlov, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. You know, I won Lenny Conundrum once on Neopets. I'm very proud of myself. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. Neopets, more furry stuff. It's not furry! Neopets isn't furry. However, like this SS Barrier stopped by no port last night. That's like saying, you know, what's the kids game that people, what's the other one? Animal Jam? It's like saying people who play Animal Jam are furries. Oh, that's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you come to be abroad? You know, to be honest, most kids games are furry games if you say it that way. Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard. Strong enough. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. Stop the dot dot dots! An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry, what was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens. What the fuck? Because I am an angel. Huh? 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 Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Trumps once says, I never can resist the touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same, from the heavens. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Okay, anyways, it doesn't seem like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. Okay. From the heavens, huh? So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh please, don't tell any of the crew that they found my precious... Then the burly... Let her finish her sentence! Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah, so reassuring, Mr. Holmes, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russia as a land of small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. Oh, I have no idea. Uncle Red, I feel like you never follow the story. It's a snake inside. How'd you miss that, Uncle Red? Hi, Mafshima. It's your miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas' friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. Why would it be a chicken? Consider the benefits. Free eggs, free chicken meat. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. You'd eat your friend? So you'd eat your friends. Oh my gosh, I'm basically Dinosuke now. Oh my gosh, Dinosuke hive mind. I'm basically him. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. I said that without looking at the script. Oh my god. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. You are a lawyer, that's correct. Ugh, the lawyer mindset. He's me for real, for real. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Okay, I'm going to save this game here. We are going to end it here because I'm out of time. We'll save it. Save. Yes. Okay. Thank you for coming today, guys. even though most of the stream was me talking about the DJ concert. But 楽しかったよ. Yeah. He just presents Kazuma's body to her. Does this look familiar to you? Thank you. Otsushima. Tomorrow is Shima Radio, but I might have to move it earlier, or I might have to change it to a different day, depending on, because I'm actually touching some grass tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time we need to meet up, but it might be earlier than usual, because I think we're going to a beach or something. But yeah, mingle in advance if it's not on time. But in the meanwhile, please submit your answers to Shima Radio number 5. The theme this time is anime episodes. So last week was manga recommendations. This week it's anime recommendations. Please feel free to, I know you guys don't watch anime or read or do anything, but please put in your recommendations. It can be old stuff, it can be new, it can be anything that you think I would enjoy. Yeah, I'm also like, I'm open to any genre as long as it's not like Transformers. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Stream King. Love hearing about your fun outings. I'm glad you enjoy it. Shiba has been confirmed also. Yeah, it's your fault for coming late. You should be getting the death penalty for being late. Anyways, Pog, love you guys. No, I don't. A little bit. Anyways, bye. See you. Bye bye. Have a good day. Yeah. What else was there? I'm gonna put the cursor up on coffee, and I still need to make the loyalty card for people who donate all the time. But yeah, Otsushima. I just haven't had a break. I don't know. It's just so hard. I have no time. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you guys next stream. Otsushima. Bye bye. じゃあね。バイバイ。バイバイ。バイバイ。